Yeah, hi everyone. So in last video we talked about, the matrix transpose. So also we discussed like in the next video we will be talking about, rotation of a matrix with 90 degree. So here we have the original one and here we have the final matrix after rotation with 90 degree. So if you will see, we have this is row 1, this is row 2, and this is row 3 of original matrix. Similarly, you have column 1, column 2, and column 3. So see what is happening. Whatever value you have at row 1, that is after 90 degree, it became column 3 values. See 1, 2, 3. Now that 1, 2, 3 you have at column 3. Similarly, whatever value you had at row number 2, 4, 5, 6, that value you can see at column 2. Similarly, row 3 values are there at column 1 and so on. So, how we will achieve this? So, in last video, we talked about transpose. So, transpose is a way where you can convert your value, whatever value you have at row, that value you can move it to column. This is the way in matrix that we can easily do it. So, after transposing the existing original matrix, what will be the final matrix? So what it happens in last video we have discussed whatever value you have at 0 1 it will swap with 1 0 0 2 it will swap with 2 0 similar thing it will happen. So what we are going to do like here we will be having 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. So this is our transpose matrix. Let me write it here. This is our transpose matrix. Now, if we will try to compare this transpose matrix with our final matrix which we have. So, if you will find like whatever value you have at column 1, that value you can easily find it out at column 3 of final matrix. Similarly, whatever value you have at column 2, 4, 5, 6, that you can find it again C2 value and so on. So what is happening? The first column value is going at the last column. The second column is going at the second last column. It means what we are doing? We are just swapping the columns value. So what are the steps we have to find? The first step is find the transpose of a matrix that we have already done in last video. In this video, we will also perform this activity once again. In second step, we have to swap the columns. That's it. After doing this, if we will print, we will have the 90 degrees. We will rotate the image with 90 degrees. While doing this transformation, if you will see, if we will compare the original matrix with transpose matrix, what we are doing here, whatever diagonal value we have, right, 1 5 9, if we will compare this transpose matrix with original matrix, the diagonal is same itself, it's not going to change. So what is changing actually? The upper half whatever we have is going to swap with the lower half. It means this problem in the last video, whatever transpose problem we have solved, there we have created a new variable called transpose. It means we have used some extra space. In this tutorial we are going to solve this problem without using any extra space. So let me write it here, no extra space. So let me jump to the IDE and we'll see how to solve this problem. So here we have given this 2D array 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So to have a better readability, what I am going to do, first I am going to print the original matrix, whatever original matrix we have, right? Let me print it out. So to print the original matrix, the steps are very simple. The outer for loop, as we discussed in last video, this is for rows, and for the inner for loop, whatever you have, that is for column. And what I am going to do, like I'm just going to print array of I and array of j, and with some extra white space for better readability. I'm just removing the new line from this particular statement and will add a new line in the next statement for better readability. So this is the first step where we have figured it out the original matrix. So if I will run this right, we will see the original matrix what we had in the example. So here you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now the next step is we have to find the transpose. Now before that, what I'm going to do, this print array, whatever logic we have, right, this we are going to use frequently. For an example, for now we have used it for original matrix. Similarly, we will be using the same set of code for transpose a matrix and then final matrix. So we are going to reuse this method, this block of code. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to extract this in separate method. How you can do it in Eclipse or IntelliJ, you just have to select this, right click, refactor, extract method. Method name you have to give some meaningful like print array. That's it. So one more thing what we can do in order to modify this one, let me add one more variable here. So one second, let me refactor it again. It will be print array, and then I'm just going to add one variable, let's say its name, and I'm going to print this one. Now what is the use of this variable? This variable use is it will give a signal which method is being called. For an example, from here we are calling for original. Okay. Now similarly we will call it for transpose and then the other final one. Now in order to find the transpose without creating any extra space, how we will do it? So we just have to write simple logic here. Again, the I loop, whatever for loop we are using, this is for rows. So what I am going to do, like length and I plus plus. The other one whatever we will have is for column. It will start with I plus 1, and this is going to be plus plus. Now we just have to swap the values. How we are going to do? So I will create one temporary variable, and whatever value we have in I comma j, I and j, that I am going to put in temp, and whatever value we have in j and I, that I am going to put back in I comma j. And at last I am just going to put this value whatever we have in temp in j. That's all. So this is the logic for transpose without any extra space. Now we have to print this. So I'm just going to call the already method which we have created and will pass a value called transpose. Here also transpose. And let me execute it so that we will have some better understanding how it's working. Okay, so here you can see original. This is our original matrix 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and this is our transpose matrix 1, 2, 3. Now this row, it became column 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's it. After having the transpose matrix, the next step is to swap the values of column. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to create one left. This will point the left column, and I will create one, right, and this is going to create the right column, length minus 1. Now while it will keep on moving until left is less than right. Though left is already at the leftmost column, so it will increment and right will decrement. Now we just have to swap it. So for that, I will use one loop and create one temp variable. What we are going to do? We are going to move all the left value to the right. So same thing through code we are going to achieve. So in left, we are going to put the value whatever we have in right. And in right, we are going to have the value whatever we have in left. And left value we have already stored in temp. After this, again, I have to call this method. So I just have to call the final. Okay, this is fine. So let me execute this one. So here you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This was our original matrix. Whatever value we had in our row 1, that became column 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This is the process, using which we can rotate the matrix by 90 degree. So that's all about this video. Thanks for watching. Enjoy your day.